Jeremy Clarkson is joining Formula One. Alpine have just announced a partnership with no other than Jeremy Clarkson. A strange partnership, but hey-ho. Well, it's not Jeremy as such, it's actually his diddly squat farm shop, which just so happens to be located close by to Alpine's factory in Enstone, Oxfordshire, which is also not far from the Silverstone racetrack. Alpine and Clarkson have partnered up so that he can provide locally sourced food and beverage for the team at this weekend's British Grand Prix.
So, I see. So I become food and beverage manager of the project. A bit like Robert De Niro in Casino. He was the food and beverage manager of the casino, and I shall be the food and beverage manager of our little project.
Diddly Squat Farm Shop posted on their Instagram a few shots of Alpine driver Pierre Gasly popping in for a visit, and a video of him walking around and picking up a few supplies ready for the weekend. Alpine Managing Director Steve Nielsen said, "We are delighted to rely on Diddly Squat Farm to supply us with local farm food this weekend at Silverstone. As a team, we have enjoyed an excellent relationship with Jeremy Clarkson, who has been very supportive of us for several years. It's great that we are able to help promote British farming and highlight the importance of farming to the local area. Our base in Enstone is surrounded by farms, so we are well aware and full of admiration for what farmers do in bringing food to our tables." Okay, I've got to say it. The irony that both Alpine, who used to be Renault, and Jeremy Clarkson have spent the best part of the past half a century ripping it around in F1 cars and supercars all across the globe. But now suddenly they care about farming and want to protect the earth. It's quite funny. Speaking of protecting things, if you want a fantastic VPN that protects you and your personal data whilst you're online, then check out the link below for Private Internet Access VPN. Using that link, you get 4 months free access and 86% off. And it's also a great way to support the channel. Not only does it keep you protected online, but it also allows you to watch Formula One or any other sport or content from around the world. One subscription works across all of your devices, and it only works out to be about $1 or so a month. They also don't keep any logs or share your information with third parties or governments. So if you're a legal adult and don't want to be handing over your passport to use the internet, check out Private Internet Access at the link down below. Anyway, back to Jeremy Clarkson. For those who don't follow Jeremy or watch any of his shows, he has always been an avid Formula One enthusiast, often having drivers on Top Gear in the past to set lap times around the infamous Top Gear test track. Years ago, they even did a bit where they were finally going to reveal the identity of the Stig, and somehow managed to rope in Michael Schumacher to pretend that it was him all along. I was very young at the time, and stupidly I actually believed it. I did wonder, how did he find the time to be a Formula One driver and the Stig at the same time? Look, I wasn't the smartest of kids, alright? More recently, on his new farming show, he had Oscar Piastri turn up to try his hand at tractor driving, specifically backing a trailer into a shed, to which he failed spectacularly. I think stick to Formula One, Oscar. Clarkson has also had a lot to say about Formula One in his column for the Sun newspaper, and he does appear on the grid quite often, usually at the Silverstone Grand Prix. He's had a good few chats on the grid with Martin Brundle over the years. From these alone, you can tell that he is a genuine fan, not like 90% of the celebrities that stand on the grid and avoid answering questions because they know literally nothing about the sport and they're just there for an Instagram post. So I guess it was kind of inevitable that Jeremy Clarkson would eventually get involved a bit further with Formula One, which I'm all for because I'm a massive fan of Jeremy. However, I must say I was a bit surprised that it was Alpine that he chose to supply food and beverage for, considering he is now all about backing British farming specifically. I suppose it's just because they're local, but wouldn't it make more sense for him to be partnering up with a British team like Williams or McLaren? You know, considering it's the British Grand Prix, British farm, a British team would perhaps make more sense. And I have to say it, Jeremy has made countless episodes of Top Gear and the Grand Tour where he just completely tears into the French and their appalling car designs over the years, which I can appreciate and kind of have to agree with, because I mean, look at this thing. Ugh, just dreadful. So it is surprising that he would partner up with a bunch of cheese-eating surrender monkeys. His words, not mine, but I think they're very happy to be teaming up with Alpine. Lisa Hogan, who is Clarkson's partner and co-star for their farming TV show, said, "The British Grand Prix is one of the highlights of the British sporting calendar. So to have Diddley Squat Farm Shop associated and to play a small role with the team this weekend is certainly quite special. We hope that the team and its drivers enjoy some of our local produce and wish them a successful weekend on track." Yeah, I bet you do. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one of the cars with a big Hawkston branding on it at some point in the near future. For those who don't know, Hawkston is Jeremy's brand of beverages that are produced from the hops and barley that he grows from his farm. Good stuff as well, I have to say. I have had quite a few nights of double vision and blurred memory thanks to his Hawkston Session Lager. I would recommend. Not the double vision or blurred memory, I mean the beer. If you stayed to the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, please do hit the like and the subscribe button to help support the channel. My current goal is to try and get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can get monetized and get a piece of the pie from YouTube, who is already putting adverts at the start of my videos and I'm getting nothing for it at the moment. So the quicker I can get to 1,000 subscribers, the better. So if you did enjoy it, please do subscribe. Cheers.